Hi there, thank you so much for coming on this video. My name is Paul Murphy, and as I'm sure you've seen on the title bar, this is a series of recitals of song lyrics presented as prose. City heat. There's something strange about the city tonight. The rain burns like acid as it hits my face. It's dirtier than ever in the downtown section. The pimps are talking dirty and the whores have got the taste. The nurses in the ICU are sweating. It's a tempting thought to switch the patients off. They patch them up and push them out to die again. Even the underbelly of this city isn't soft. You can feel the electricity tonight. Redemption is not an option anymore. School kids dance with dealers for a night of amnesia. Daddy pays allowance so his little girl can score. Someone's listening in on every call you make, and you pray your sister makes it home by dawn. Every elevator has an addict in the corner, and each house in suburbia is a tragedy porn. All the streets are burning with hatred and pain. Cain is slaying Abel everywhere you look. Bad boys forcing favours on the good girls who don't. And the cops don't do one damn thing by the book. It feels like it's all gonna hit the fan soon. All you hear is "don't kill me," and then a sneer. He that believeth in me shall know eternal life. Well, I hope so, Lord, because judgment hour is near. I needed love so bad. I was up all night, working on a sad song, trying to get my thoughts out, wondering where my life's gone. You go full circle, you come full stop. Now sitting in a dark room is the only fill I've got. Pouring my heart out, looking for an answer. All the time I'm hearing, "Fool, you should have asked her." You fight the pain, but it just fights back. And you deal and deal again, but you know the deck is stacked. Fire in my soul, burning me to pieces. I've done my time in hell, but the torment never ceases. Give me one more chance, I need one so bad. I can't go any further in the wake of all I've had. All I had has gone, and all that's left are ghosts. I needed love so bad, and that's what hurts me most. The fire has gone out, but I still burn. I've clung on till there's no time left, and still the tide won't turn. One more song of sorrow to throw onto the pile. Maybe I'm a loser, but man, I lost in style. I live in shadow, no night, no day. I lived a life of dreams, and now I dream my life away. I stayed a stranger to myself, walking down the empty sidewalks in my mind, playing funeral parlour politics all the time, kicking open the coffin lids to see what I would find. I found many things, but I never found me. Taking all the chances most men turn away, suffering in silence because there's nothing to say. I detoured around my senses to see where I would lay. I saw many things, but I never saw me. Violence in the churches left me with no doubt. Once the dam is broken, the river rushes out. I courted widow silence to hear what she spoke about. I heard many things, but I never heard me. Fleeing through the forest with life in pursuit, she led me to her cabin and fed me forbidden fruit. She made me know her family, who all wore blood-stained suits. I knew many things, but I never knew me. Cradling 16 wishes, I limped to the lake. I watched the corpses floating and asked, what does it take? The disease of sensitivity taught me my mistake. I learnt many things, for all the good it did. Love is the 8th wonder. Remember when you were a little girl, thinking about the 7 wonders of the world, dreaming about love and how it would feel. Now you know the 8th wonder isn't so real. You can only learn by experience, and the sooner love is earned, the sooner it is spent. Love is like the pyramids viewed from afar. When you get up close, you see how broken they are. Remember all your young girl dreams. Now you know that nothing is quite what it seems. On the ship of life, the good times fell overboard. Love is the 8th wonder, but its wonder is flawed. Dreams of knights and roses all soon turn sour. Reality is heartbreak and a lot of dead flowers. The fantasy is so far off of the truth. Always hold on tight to the melody of youth. Remember all your young girl dreams. Now you know that nothing is quite what it seems. On the ship of life, the good times fell overboard. Love is the 8th wonder, but its wonder is flawed. Don't look for love. You can't count on love. It will always let you down. When you really need some, it's nowhere to be found. It's never around. Don't count on love. You can't trust in love. You'll always come off worst. Love is like a desert when you're drowning of thirst. It's just a curse. Don't trust in love. Don't wait for love because she'll never arrive. If you're really lucky, you might get out alive, but you won't survive. Don't wait for love. You can't look for love. She's always too well hid. It's like Pandora's box. Don't take off the lid. Don't do like I did. Don't look for love. met out in the moonlight, like all true lovers do. Things are so much clearer then, and every word is true. And they've no need for questions, they know all that they know. When living feels like heaven, there's nowhere left to go. They touch each other gently and whisper secret things, and going with the passion, the silent evening sings. They gate crash into paradise in sweet oblivion, staving off the afterglow when all the give is gone. The light breaks the horizon, caressing as it shines, casts shadows off the lovers, gently still entwined. And nothing breaks the moment that's endured for all time. For when you reach love's plateau, what else is there to climb? Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. 48 reasons for dying every day. Pictures in the paper. Thanks for the delay. It's your crucifixion memory that gave him the spark. Information comes in quick, but you're still in the dark. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. TV screen seduction means no words involved. Mystery becomes you, but your secret's solved. Your misconception sufferance is all over now. Deep-end freedom's calling you to reaffirm your vows. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. All your double negatives have left him confused. You get all the pleasure, he's just being used. The conversation's flowing free, but nothing's being said. You started with philosophy and ended up in bed. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. Voodoo doll childhood has left you in a mess. Listing all your lovers put him to the test. Motivated guilt is fine, but you're still held to blame. Taunts and anger rule the hour, no matter what you claim. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. Spare me a prayer. Old men are talking about the glory of war. They'll never learn the lesson of what's gone down before. There's nowhere to run, but you better make sure. Even in the White House there's powder being sniffed. The engines are oiled, but they'll never tell you what with. It's obsolete now, so let's call it a gift. They push you to the wall, they turn out the lights. Spare me a prayer, I'm going out tonight. Watching the widows you can learn all about loss. I was outside your window, the view blocked by the frost. Flexible response, but look hard at the cost. The bottom line's in red, but is it blood or ink? Governments are fools, lead us all to the brink. It's too hard to take, and it's even harder to think. They push you to the wall, they turn out the lights. Spare me a prayer, I'm going out tonight. No one can save us now, we've travelled so far. If the wise men could see this, they'd shoot down the star. Go push the button, but God knows who you are. They take you to the wall, then block out the lights. Spare me a prayer, I'm going out tonight. Thank you so much for your time. I left a little gap there just after the reciting. So, for anyone that's only here for the prose readings, I'm going to be talking a little bit now. So, thank you for your time. I would love you to stick around, but if you've got other things to do and other things to view, farewell to you. Thank you for your company. For those who are still left here, what you've just heard here, it may say so in the title bar, but very briefly, about a month ago I was told to get my affairs in order pretty darn quick, and rummaging through some places in the house I hadn't seen in many a time, I found a box under the stairs that had four A4 box files in, jam-packed with lyrics that have been lost for 20, 30 years. And they are in the lost lyric videos. I've managed to read 2 of the boxes so far. I'm sure you're ahead of me now, but yesterday I was searching further and I found Exhibit A, my lord. Yet another A4 box file filled with lyrics, again completely lost. Most of them seem to, what I've done so far, dates from 1995. This particular video here of the pieces that I've recited on here, because what I do on these pieces, I just take them as they come. There's neither the time nor really the remit to go through them all, sort them in an order. Just open the lid, and as they are. If you're excavating for fossils, then you do them one at a time. You don't wait till you've dug them all up and put them in order. The ones that I have just read there, because I've been reading here, and so I annotate them. At some point, they haven't been lost all their life. Well, obviously not, because some of them come from different years. I've gone through them and put these post-it notes on. And they are all annotated. I'm going the wrong way there. Just down to there, and so you can see. And those pieces there, they were all written one after the other on one day, which was the 6th of August 1995, and I started at 1:07 a.m. early in the morning on that day, which is when I wrote the song that was later titled City Heat, the first one there. And the last one you heard me reciting there, Spare Me a Prayer, I wrote at 21:39 p.m. on the 6th of August 1995, again on the sofa. And they were all marked sofa, so I stayed on the sofa all day writing songs. That's not quite up there with what is now becoming sort of, from the book reviews of it, the more infamous, I've forgotten the date of it, but there was another day in 95, again, that's been excavated recently, and I wrote 17 songs in a 24-hour session, in a 12-hour session, 10 a.m. in the morning, 10 p.m. at night, just sitting there, song after the other. This isn't actually the start of the session because that's just because on the 5th of August I finished that. So I finished one at 23:44 p.m. On the 5th of August, called I Watch You Take the World On. So I was writing, and then the clock passed over and City Heat was finished there. So I thought I would just take a break from doing these as individual items and just read out all the work that came to me on the 6th of August 1995. It's very strange to look at them here 28 years later. Just as one final aside, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? So you start off with City Heat, which is, I guess, what you would call one of my more social endemic songs. That's necessarily the right word. I'm chuckling because that's what someone put on one of their comments to one of my internet videos. I'm always worried about using the word protest song because I wore that title for a long time. But as I pointed out to people, singing songs, if you're going to say that if I'm singing a song about the homeless, if I write and sing a song about the homeless, such as so many times before, or domestic abuse, She's Cried a Million Tears. So you can say that's a protest song, but if I write a song about someone's heart being broken, you could classify that as a protest song. So I'm always wary of those labels. But anyway, City Heat, I guess that's a kind of social commentary song there. And I can sort of see me do that. And it's very Lou Reedish, The pimps are talking dirty and the whores have got the taste. That's very Lou Reed kind of. That's dirty New York, kind of song there. And then it goes from there. So I wrote that up. When you hear the time is when I finish the song. But I write them all in one go, as you can see. There's no problem. The songs just come to me all in one go. Back then, I never turned a song away ever. But this is there were some nights. People always said, well, you're so prolific, that's really great, you can just write a song with drop of a hat. And I guess. But there were nights when I just wanted it. I never turned a song away because I never felt that I was writing them. I just felt that I was giving them. But some of the personal ones, you get like 4 or 5 in a row, excoriating songs. And you just wanted it to turn off, You just wanted to walk away and it not to come through you because it was a killer. And around this time, I was not playing live anymore. I wasn't doing any concerts, and so there was no, the pressure cooker was building up, and it never got taken off. So you would go out, you might write a song, you might take this one here that was the second one of the night that was written at 2:12 a.m. or finished, so it came directly after that is I Needed Love So Bad, I was up all night working on a sad song, trying to get my thoughts out, wondering where my life's gone. I live in shadow, no night, no day. I lived a life of dreams, and now I dream my life away. That's you don't really need that rattling around the graveyard of your skull at 2:12 in the morning, huh? But you could go out on stage and you could sing it, You could anesthetize yourself with it, sharing it, and the music would melodify it out, and the applause and everything would help mollify it down a little bit, and it would water down the pain, But when you're not doing that, and if you look at the dates here, and this is just one day here, and it's day after day after day. This particular batch here, they were all in one of those plastic folders, and they start on the 4th of August at 20:45 p.m. trying to find a title on it. May You Sleep With No Nightmares. And then it was, so that's 48 hours of just non-stop writing songs, you know, almost, or living them. Anyway, so let's just finish off here. I love talking to you, but I appreciate that your time is finite, so you might not want to listen to all this stuff. The next one, there was a gap then. I guess I fell asleep, and I wrote a song called I Stayed a Stranger to... Well, you know, because I've already read them to you. So I Stayed a Stranger to Myself, written at 14:04 p.m. Love is the Eighth Wonder, 15:24. I've sidetracked myself, haven't I? Yeah, and I was looking at the... so you went from the social commentary of City Heat and to this quite despairing song. Because I can hear the music, you know, so it's just been a lifelong thing of mine whenever I look at words, not just my own words, but, you know, if I read newspapers, in the old days, the teletext on the television, you know, road signs, you know, one would just get a melody to it. It still happens to this day, you know. If you're up to date with my 2023 videos, you know, you can see that just yesterday I put up the lyric to Cain and Abel on the lyric lectern, and bam, you know, and the music just came to me on the spot. So you go from social commentary to this kind of despairing thing, and then you stay in that mindset, that remit. I stayed a stranger to myself. But then you go from I stayed a stranger to myself at 14:04 p.m. and then it's up a little bit. At 15:24 p.m. I finish writing Love is the Eighth Wonder, and it's not, you know, it's got a kind of double-edged sword in there, you know, kind of thing, Damoclesian sword. So love is the eighth wonder, so you are recognizing that love is a wonder, but in the lyric, you know, dreams of nights and roses all soon turn sour. Reality is heartbreak and a lot of dead flowers, which is, you know, very metaphoric, isn't it? You know, Valentine's Day, the day after Valentine's Day, the dustbins on the road are filled with dead flowers, yeah. And then it stays in on that level at 15:31 p.m. Okay, so if I wrote that at 15:24, it took me the grand total of 7 minutes to write Don't Look for Love, because I'd finished it at 15:31 p.m. And then at 19:30 p.m. I wrote In Love, which is, I really like. I mean, I like all my songs, but because I'm looking at them as a stranger, I was looking at when I found it, and I thought, well, that is, I mean, that's just a really nice one. It's a shame my book Love is not due for another reprint, because I would have included that in there, you know. It's just a very nice, you know, uber romantic, isn't it, you know, so I talk about extremes. And then at 20:43 p.m. I'd written Peace Didn't Last a Distance, Say Hello to War, and we're back into social commentary, observations on the cruelty, the callousness of the world. And then at 21:39 p.m. you're on Spare Me a Prayer, which is a blues number. It's written in blues structure, and I'm singing outwards, I'm not singing into myself there. And again, you know, it's another social commentary song. So, apart from not writing a children's song in that spell of lyrics, you know, as you've heard there, you know, one has run the gamut of songwriting genres there. So, that's what I was doing on the 6th of August 1995, and on the 22nd of May 2023, I've been reciting them to you, and it's been my honour to do so. I've been Paul Murphy. You've been very kind, generous, patient with time. Wherever you're to in the world, whatever kind of relationship you're in, I hope it is all good for you, because it's a very short life. It's a majestic thing. And sunny days, always better than cloudy ones, but always look for good on a cloudy day. Okay? You're very kind.